relax, we living that luxury. My niggas be drilling the life as a villain, we work tryna flip at that peso. I lost my nigga thinking about him every day, still ain't let a day go. She wanna fuck, I just want the top, so I showed the shorty his case closed. We took 2 hours, turned it to a dub, we learned how to switch up that angle. Switch up that angle, tiger stripes on her booty like Bengals.
Stop.
Before the story, just a little background information.
Okay.
I'm a 15-year-old guy living in northern Florida with my mom and my dog. We live in a 2-story apartment located in a small apartment complex that just happens to be right next to an old cemetery.
Your mom has the cluck gene. She's sus, clucked, and cahoots, and sus hoots. All of that. Because why else would your mom live right next to a cemetery? I don't care what the reason is. I don't want to hear it. No reason, no answer would not justify why she's living right next to a cemetery.
Just to be clear, I get out of school at 3 o'clock, and my mom doesn't get off work until 5, so it's typical of her to take a late lunch and pick me up, then go back to work for another hour and a half and get home around 5:30. Anyways, on with the story. So it was around 3 months after we moved into our condo when this occurred. It was a typical Friday for me, go to school, get home at 3:15, and be home alone until my mom got there. On this particular day, my mom decided to stay late and wouldn't get home until 8 o'clock. I, like most other teenagers, didn't mind being home alone for extended periods of time, simply because I got to play video games without any interruption. It's around 6:15. My dog was whining, so I decided to take him for a walk. As I walked downstairs, I heard what sounded like someone breathing outside my front door.
Don't open that
Not
shit.
just light breathing. I mean, it sounded like someone had finished running a marathon or something. I turned to investigate, and to my horror, I saw a tall, shirtless man.
Oh, 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 shit. Oh, the only thing that's stopping him from clucking you up is a very, very thin wall door. Holy shit. And it looks like if old boy had a full, like if he ran and try to like bust open a door with his body, he'll break that shit like it was a toothpick.
Standing with his face pressed directly against the glass. This man had to be at least 6'7" in his mid-50s and had a lumberjack-style beard with very large glasses. My kitchen is right next to my front door, so I grabbed the biggest knife I could and told him to fuck off. He seemed emotionless and simply walked away. I wish the story ended there, but of course, it didn't. It was now around 7:30, so it was getting dark, and there was no signs of the creepy man, so I decided it was safe to proceed outside.
Are you dead ass right now? Like you dead ass. I'm pretty sure if you was to explain it, just let your dog poop or pee, whatever, in the house, in the apartment. You know? And I'm pretty sure your mom would understand why your dog did what he did in the apartment. If your mom doesn't understand, Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe she's in cahoots with that mother clucker.
So me and my dog walked our usual path, which led us directly past the cemetery.
God damn.
This time, it was different. I had this eerie feeling that I wasn't alone. I could feel someone watching me. My dog's ears perked up and eventually stopped walking altogether. He began to stare towards the cemetery and started barking uncontrollably. I started looking to see what he was barking at, and to my absolute shock, I saw the same bearded guy from before. He looked different though, almost like he was leaning on something, but I couldn't quite see what it was. As I leaned in to take a closer look, I realized that it was a shovel, and he had a red bag on the ground next to him with what looked like a human foot sticking out of the bottom of it. Was this creep digging a fucking grave? Was this creep digging a fucking grave? I asked myself. What happened next still sends chills down my spine.
The fact that you know what's about to happen next lets me know that you're about to have clock life. And that's not okay. You've been there, you've been observing him, watching way too much face, minding his business for far too long. I don't know.
He gave me the creepiest smile I've ever seen. Then he simply picked up his shovel and once again began digging as if he never saw me. Safe to say, me and my dog got the hell out of there. When I got back home, my mom was already there, and I told her what happened. She called the cops, and I guess they went to the cemetery to investigate, but found nothing. We moved out of that place a few months later. 6 months have now passed, and I still haven't heard anything from the police. I just hope he's either dead or in jail somewhere. So sick fuck in the cemetery, let's never meet again.
I'm pretty sure y'all gonna meet again. If y'all don't, you gonna meet somebody that's just as creepy, if not creepier and scarier than him. You know why I know this? Because you got the cluck gene. Your mom has the cluck gene. The only person, and that's not a person, the only family member in your family that doesn't have the cluck gene is your dog. And if I was a dog, I would just got the hell out of there. Like I would have definitely disowned you and signed some divorce papers. I promise you everything. Um, but yeah, you were definitely minding his business way too long, and that's the shit that's gonna get anybody clucked up. I promise you that. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family.